ready.
Okay. 응답하라 여친.
Go to the into the 실.
박 to the 경 to the Jew.
I got the side wrong too this time. I have to start with you.
We're like, let's get on with it.
Yes.
We're wearing our hoodies.
Woo!
Kimchi hoodies now come in black.
Yes.
I made this, Jane.
It's beautiful. The colors really pop against the black hoodie because the first time it was against the gray, like a light gray.
But now
I like it.
It's black.
Yes.
You like the black.
Yes.
I was
so
thinking
soft.
like,
what size is this?
that's a men's small.
What? It's small on me.
Is it?
It's like snug on me. Yeah.
No. You like to wear.
I do.
You're so guilty of this.
Why?
You're so small.
Oh no.
But you
like
always wear oversized.
Yeah.
So this is the right fit.
Okay.
But it feels snug on you.
I've always done the oversized.
I know.
Even when I was in middle school.
And you're skinny, and you do I do the oversized because I feel fat. But you're tiny, but
I like how it feels.
Yeah, you like loose fit.
Yeah.
So it's the right size, but it's like snug for you.
Okay.
Look at it. It's like that's how.
No, I like it though.
Yeah. All the
I like these
kimchis.
colors. It's very holiday-ish.
Yeah, I like. Remember the Dare shirts?
Yeah,
the black and the red.
Black and the red.
So I thought like I think initially people kept telling me to make the black, and I was like, kimchi's not gonna look good on black.
No, it looks great on black.
Red on black. And then I was like, wait, Dare. I wish I kept my Dare shirt. Now it's hip to wear the Dare shirt.
I guess so.
Yeah. We're vintage now.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I'm sure we could find some at the Goodwill.
We could go thrifting. Yeah. Well, actually, I wanted us to wear these hoodies because the best Korean drama of 2023 was on TikTok.
I only got caught up on that because
Hoodie-Tok.
I watched your videos.
You know the latest trend right now is to get your boyfriend caught up on that drama.
That's really funny.
So you're like videos, the boyfriend because you're busy with life.
Yeah.
So tell me what you know about Hoodie-Tok, the best Korean drama of 2023 found on TikTok. Which, by the way, my video, 5.2 million views.
Shut up. Shut up. That's insane.
Just recapping.
I had no idea.
I think it's the biggest video
I've had Okay,
so
can
far.
I tell you? Okay, well,
Which
I'll
is
get to
nothing
it.
to you, bitch, because you get 30 million views.
I forgot what that feels like.
Spoken truly from a celebrity, TikTok celebrity. Yeah, so tell me what you know.
Okay.
Okay, you do the recap because I know what you know is basic.
Oh, real? Okay, yeah. I have just the basic knowledge
tell me,
of it.
Jane is like the boyfriend that kind of like doesn't know what's going on, but kind of knows what's going on. Okay, so tell us.
So there's these two girls, Korean girls, and they used to be friends, but they're friends no longer because one ghosted the other. I'm forgetting their names. So I'm not going to say one.
The names you cannot forget. It's iconic. Kelly Kim.
Okay.
Joanna Lee.
My gosh,
and the
how many Kelly Kims and Joanna Lees do you know?
And the most iconic last name. Kim, the
Kim
House of
Lee.
Kim, and the House of Lee.
Kim versus
We're
Lee.
not even in it because you're packed.
Yeah.
And I'm cool.
This is why we can do commentary on it.
We're neutral parties. Yes. Okay.
So Kelly is the one who ghosted Joanna because she claims that Joanna was trying to steal her man.
In a Get Ready With Me
Kelly was
story
explaining
time.
this in a Get Ready With Me story time. Let me tell you about the one time that I ghosted a friend because she was trying to take my man.
Right.
Okay, and then the reason why she jumped to that conclusion was because Joanna had borrowed her boyfriend's hoodie.
Yes, and then it started there.
Okay. Started posting all these selfies.
Yes.
In it.
Yes.
And then did not give it back.
Yes. Or eventually did, but way after she had taken selfies and all that.
But Kelly and her boyfriend are still together.
They are together. So this happened a year ago.
Okay.
And she was doing the Get Ready With Me. Like,
wasn't there discrepancy how far ago it happened? One was saying it was sooner. Like, I think Joanna was saying it was a year ago. And then Kelly was saying this happened several months ago.
Okay. But since then, they haven't been hanging out.
Okay.
So what else do you know?
It was a very basic hoodie.
Yes.
But can I tell you how gullible I was? Because when I saw your video.
Yeah. My video?
I fully believed that it was the kimchi hoodie. You said, Ellen says in her video, and this is the hoodie in question.
Shut up!
I was watching that and I went, no freaking way. And I said, there's only 2 of those hoodies out in the world. And then I was reading watching some of your other response to comments, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Jane, you are so freaking gullible.
God, my marketing pitch worked.
It was
I was
great.
like, this is perfect to pitch my hoodie.
Yes. Yes. So did you get a lot of sales from that? Sorry, that's a tangent.
I got like,
okay.
Well, I mean, you know,
you were working hard.
10.
You were working hard with that little press.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
I mean,
that's amazing.
Which really is another topic too, because that video the one you're talking about, got like over 1 million views.
And you're going to get a paycheck from TikTok from that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then, but the actual 1 million views equated to like 10 sweatshirts.
But that's okay because
I mean, for me, that's success.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a factory. I'm at home hand pressing these myself and having a good ass time. Yeah. So for me, that's success.
Where were the orders coming from? Where in the country, or maybe out of the country?
No, it was all over the U.S. Did I ever send out a kimchi sweater? Not internationally yet. Okay. I've sent my children's book internationally to Netherlands and to Sweden and to London.
Amazing.
So that's amazing. But the sweaters have been in the U.S. A lot from California.
A lot from California.
Yeah.
Got it. Are they from California?
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me.
What else do you know? Tell me everything you know.
Then Joanna came and gave her side of the story.
Right.
Right? Also, I know that she was taking photos, like more sultry photos.
In her dong.
Nothing but
that's
a thong.
What, yeah, that's it, yeah.
And, oh my gosh, I was just like fly on the wall watching these videos.
It was riveting. Okay,
yes.
So now I'm going to break it down for you because there's a lot more.
Okay.
I've gotten so invested.
Please.
This is my investigative journaling.
Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you. I just want to listen.
So Joanna was not named in Kelly's video.
Yes, she came forward and said, "I'm the
right."
girl.
So so the way Joanna the way Kelly told the story was like, there was a friend that I had. It was just some random girl.
Yeah.
The only people that would know what Kelly is talking about is her boyfriend and her little friend group, right? But all the masses would have never known.
They would have never known.
So Joanna makes this video. She doesn't talk to this friend anymore, like, get ready with me. And this is so relatable to us, I feel, because we do share our personal stories. And we do have to kind of weigh. Sometimes I ask you, is Ben okay with you talking about this? You know, like we do have to measure our feedback before we jump into it.
Real people in our lives. Yeah.
So when Kelly told her story, she was done with this friend. And it was like, well, you know, this is a thing that happened and I learned from and I moved on. But it's okay, girl. The little ending was funny because it's like, it's okay, girl. I still have the man, but I could see how you thought it was cute because he is cute. Which was did you ever watch the actual video?
You know what? That's on me.
You did not. Yeah, you just watched my recap.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah. So I love that. So yeah, in the end,
the
like,
TLDR.
And in the end, she said like, you know what, girl, it's okay. What happened happened.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's cute, and I could see how you did that and all that. So
I did see the follow-up videos of people saying, "Oh, now I see why she did what she did because he is really hot."
So you saw that video too.
I saw that video. Yep.
So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So she drops the video. Get ready with me. I one time had a friend. Now I think that's totally reasonable. Being an Instagrammer or influencer, you share these real life stories, and if you're done with that friend, it's a story. It becomes a story to tell.
Yeah.
And I think it was perfectly reasonable. Now, Joanna, when she made the it would have never gotten this big. That a lot of people do those get ready with me.
Yes.
And it ends there.
Yes.
And yeah, it gets some views, gets some traction, but it dies.
Yes.
Until Joanna outed herself.
Yes.
And then I'm the said girl, but let me tell you my side of the story. Her side of the story was, yes, I took the hoodie because I liked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Why? I thought it was going to be like, oh, I took the hoodie because I was cold and I forgot about it. Like, it's sad, which would happen to me all the time. You and me, mom brains, we would forget about something unless someone brought it to our attention. Yeah. Instead, it was like, and I liked it and I wore it because I loved it so much and it was such a cute hoodie. And I was like, God, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Because one, I don't even like people borrowing my stuff. Unless, like, they really needed it. But to not give it back because you liked it so much, that annoyed me. Like, get your own, bitch.
Yeah.
EllenAquario.com. You can get my kimchi hoodie. EllenAquario.com, my name. Yeah, that alone, by itself, with nothing else to it.
Yeah.
You're keeping somebody else's belonging because you like it? That's just annoying. I don't care whose it is. We're not even getting into the fact that it's the boyfriend's, but that, like, attitude alone annoyed me.
Yes.
And then to find, it's your friend's boy. Why are you? Jane, I would never wear your Ben's hoodie.
I know.
Like,
I know.
why?
I know.
Like, my friend's man's?
Yeah.
Why would I even want to be in that? That didn't even make sense, okay? Like, I don't care how cold you are. Like, that's just weird, right?
It is weird.
But, they're young.
Yeah.
And then to not even be able to defend the sexy photos. Apparently somebody said, she was like, yeah, it's a thong. And then, like, later, Joanna wrote, yeah, it might have been sultry. I'm like, bitch, you were wearing a thong. That says enough.
Yeah.
Now, then,
I mean, she posted these selfies and everybody saw.
Yeah.
That's
so weird.
Red flag.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly to her close friends.
Okay.
Which alone, again, like, why do you have...
there was that too, right? She added him to her Instagram story.
I don't do that,
friends.
so I don't know what
either.
that is. I mean, I guess it's just only to the core people.
I guess, but that's work.
Right. Like, I don't do that kind. We're too old for that kind of work.
Yeah.
But her response video really gave no rebuttal. No. Except, yeah, I did.
Right.
Yeah, that me.
Right.
It's like, so basically you outed yourself to just get the attention?
That's me, and I did, yeah.
Why would you want that kind of attention? Then, then the follow-up from Kelly stirred up even more. She's like, let me show you the basic ass hoodie. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
And she styles it, and it's a Nike hoodie.
Yeah.
That I think even my kid owns.
Kelly did that or Joanna did that?
Kelly the original,
okay.
was like, people were like, let me see this hoodie. Okay. And then she was like, let me show you the hoodie. And then so you didn't see the video then?
I didn't see the video.
She styled it. She did a outfit change with the skirt, with pants.
Okay.
And so that added fuel to the fire. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, it really is a super, like, you could get that anywhere, except it has a Nike logo. That's it.
Yeah.
From that, it kept up going more, because then it got sent. Somebody took both of their videos and decided to put on Twitter. And now you and I both know Twitter is, out of all the social medias, it is hell.
Yes.
TikTok is not that bad. I don't think Insta is that bad. But Twitter, if you take it to Twitter,
X,
you are gonna be dragged for days.
Yeah.
And sure enough, then somebody was like, I need to see this man. And pulls up their photos, and you saw the man's photos, right? Yeah. I was just not expecting a thick man. I don't know why. That's on me.
Yeah.
It's not even I thought he was hot or anything like that. I just was not expecting these modeling photos.
Are they fitness influencers or anything?
It seems that, well, Kelly also seems to be, so there's an Insta model.
Yeah.
Right? That's its own lane.
Sure.
And I think they fall in there.
Okay.
And so they both have these photos.
Yeah.
And the man, he just looks fit.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just laughing my ass off because I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think I ever pictured the man.
Uh-huh.
And the photo is like Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like posing, right?
I just imagine, I can picture him in that black tank with his arms sticking out, and
I just didn't expect a singles Inferno contestant. This is a singles Inferno cast, essentially.
Yeah.
So I was just laughing my head off because once the man was revealed, Twitter went wild, like, oh, well, now I'm with you, Joanna, because damn, I would have liked his hoodie too. They are heathens. Twitter people are heathens.
Yeah.
And the funniest line out of that was like, I be plotting to take your man too, Kelly. And it just went on and on. And now my question to you is though, and you know what? I kept thinking at some point, like Joanna or Kelly would be like, you guys, this was all planned.
Yes.
Right? We were all holding our breath like,
I'm still kind of holding my breath
like
for
this
it
was all planned.
because that's pretty brilliant.
That's what you see, right?
Yeah.
But Kelly did drop a video.
Okay.
And said this was not planned. A lot of people are accusing us of like, was this planned? Was this all a thing? Because that's so common now.
Yes.
And they all do that shit.
Yes.
She's like, no, I never expected this to go the way it did. And that's what makes it even more like refreshing because it's real, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just like, well, and then she showed how much money she made from the video. She's like, I did make money and I'm going to donate for a good cause. I just think.
Have you made any contact with either of the girls?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't even tag them. Because I just think it's funny.
What's the boyfriend's name? Do we know?
Paul Yoon.
Okay, we got Yoon, Kim, Lee.
And we're not involved.
With any of
You're
them.
Park, I'm
not
Cole.
Even our husband's
What's your
names.
maiden last name?
Park. Park is my maiden name.
Oh, what's your husband's?
Kang.
Oh, wow. We're so...
My mom is a Choi.
Oh, like, we're so unscathed by it all.
Unscathed.
Yeah, we're not involved. We don't have to take a Korean family side.
Oh, my gosh. This is hilarious.
I
think I know, like, 5 Paul Yoons, 3 Kelly Kims, 6 Joanna Lees.
All the players are, like, the most iconic Korean-American names.
It's amazing.
I just thought it was so, I don't know. I found the whole thing just hilariously funny.
Them if it's funny for them, you know, and if they can handle it.
Well, I do wonder because I don't know. Do you think that they thought it was funny? Or do you think, because Paul Yoon.
It was funny and not that serious.
I hope so, because Paul Yoon went private for a minute. At first, he was liking all the comments. Then he went private.
Okay.
Then I believe Joanna hasn't posted a video since.
Oh, didn't she go private too or something?
At some point, I think she did. And Kelly never went private. I don't think Kelly was the, get ready with me, bitches.
You know, I don't think Kelly didn't, you can see how little research I did because I didn't watch any of these original videos.
That's why I wanted to talk to you because you are the boyfriend tape. Everybody is doing these videos that are like, okay, I'm going to get you caught up.
I have been untouched.
Yeah, you're just like.
But, you know, it's not that serious. And I think that's the vein that she was doing that video. I think that's serious, but it's entertaining.
Right. So now it's always like, you know, because everybody loves to pick a team, right? Are you Team Kelly or are you Team Joanna?
Yeah.
My thing with her is that I really think she was like, it's a story to tell at this point. Right. She's not invested in the friendship anymore. This is what people do.
Right. And with Joanna, I think there are people like that.
Yes.
As
that
you
try
get
to take your man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intentionally or not, but if you sense
Have you ever had that happen?
No, I have not. No.
Because Ben doesn't have abs? I'm just kidding, Ben.
He used to.
Oh!
He did used to.
Wow, Ben used to have abs?
We used to be, both of us, very more fit than we are today.
Wow, I have never.
Oh yeah, he used to be very fit.
Wow.
Yeah. That's not what attracted me to him.
Sure.
It wasn't. No.
I believe you. I believe you. Wow. Have you ever ghosted a friend like that? Have you ever ghosted a friend?
For that reason, no. Have I ever ghosted a friend?
Yes. Have you ever ghosted a friend?
Perhaps.
Okay.
No, I mean,
has it ever
in like elementary school?
Okay,
it wasn't really ghosted.
So these girls are in their 20s.
Yeah.
Have you ever ghosted a friend in your 20s because they did you wrong in some kind of way?
Yeah, but it was more like at the time that Ben and I got together, there was drama about that.
Oh, do tell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's hope 5 people listen to this.
Hey, I'm very invested.
Version of like Hoodie-Tok. No, but there were some of my friends who thought that Ben and I should just be friends.
What?
Because Ben used to date a friend of mine, but this was years. I think we had talked about this.
Yes. I vaguely
but it was
remember.
Like years before.
Right, not even in the same era.
Did not intersect or anything.
Yeah.
But my friendships with them were completely
That's so
separate
annoying.
and developed independently of each other.
But wasn't that annoying to you?
It was, but I fully understood where my friend was coming from. Fully. And so I think that's what was so hard for me because
Wait. The friend that once dated Ben?
Yeah.
Didn't want you guys to date?
She was very upset about it in the beginning. And I understood that. But that gave me a lot of grief because I knew that would have to alter our friendship.
And
so
it was in your this was in your 20s.
This was in my 20s.
I
was like 24,
so it is
25.
Your 20s drama, yeah.
Yeah, but we've since reconciled.
And you're still friends?
We're not like closest of friends, but you know, we wish each other well.
Yeah.
And I think we both have acknowledged, okay, that was a time in, you know, life happened.
Everything seems such a big deal in your 20s when it isn't,
like
right?
A huge deal.
Yeah.
Right? But, and then I had friends in the periphery who had opinions who took sides. So I ghosted some of them.
Okay.
I fully did because I was like, you don't know the whole story and no thank you.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. So I guess I did have that history too. I mean, it's not as dramatic.
No. Not remotely so. And you're talking about someone they dated years ago.
Yeah. You know what? Like when you're in a Korean, like
friend group,
a Korean friend group, Korean American friend group. And a lot of these revolve around churches and stuff because that's where you socialize and meet people.
Have you seen that TikTok about, let me tell you about I once belonged to a toxic Asian friend group.
Yes, I think, I don't know, again, I probably through the grapevine. I don't think I've seen the original, but yeah. So yeah, I guess I have.
You had your own Korean drama, Jane.
Thank God that was before TikTok, right? Oh yeah, but I had friends on both sides of that who had all kinds of opinions. Of course, my closest friends were from the get-go. Like, we know the truth. Like, we are absolutely 100% for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? And it really was the people who knew me the least that had the most opinions. Of
course. Yeah. And the people that matter the least to you.
And so that's why it was easy for me to ghost them. But I never like ghosted like these girls seem like besties.
They did. Yeah. I even saw when you type their name in, you see them doing a dance together. Their faces literally were like, I was like, oh, bitch, if you touching face to face to me and you wearing my man's hoodie.
Could there have been a chance that Joanna said, hey, do you want this back? And he's like, oh, no, it's just another hoodie. You keep it. So
there's more to this in that people are like, well, Kelly shouldn't have brought it to the internet. And it's
her story.
Yeah, it's her story. It's also what people do all the time now. Everybody has a story time.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like part of our culture. I don't think there was any issue on Kelly's part in sharing that story because you're done with the friendship. You don't think this girl is going to out herself. Like, it's just a story for nobody. Right? You know? So I thought that's fine. I mean, I've shared plenty of stories.
Yeah.
But I think where it took a turn was it was really, I don't think anybody saw it coming.
Where she would step forward.
And say, that me.
That was me. 당당하게.
당당하게. The 당당 really. 당당 in Korean means very... oh my God, this is one of those words.
I know, 당당, confident.
So righteous. She felt so righteous. Yeah. And even that doesn't even sound.
Entitled.
Yeah, and like she was, like she did nothing wrong.
She did nothing wrong.
And she was like, but then her, it had no defense. Like it had no like, I took the hoodie because I was gonna have hypothermia. I was wearing absolutely nothing and I needed to be covered.
Which can be read in one of two ways. Either she is very calculating, or two, she doesn't take any of that too seriously.
There's more.
Okay.
So that was her thing. Okay. I don't think about. So the gist of her response, she minimized a lot. I don't think about these things. Yeah. It's just a hoodie, guys. No big deal. Well, the more the story went, other girls came forward.
Oh, yes. I do remember that piece.
Yeah, where other girls came.
This is a pattern.
This girl did the same shit to me.
Okay.
Oh, good to know that she hasn't changed. And it was like, So there is always that girl. I hate to say that about our gender. Man. Yeah. But and the other little tidbit, I don't know if you heard, she said before they start, because it sounded like they all met at the same time. Like, in fact, Joanna's brag is, I played Cupid and got you the man. So they were all out at a club or something. And Kelly told her bestie, Joanna, oh, that guy's cute. And then Joanna was like, let me go tell him. Went scampering over there and was like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute. Yes. But, Jane, you know, some bitches do that. Why, Jane?
Well, I think they always want to stay in that vicinity. And
well, they also go up and be like, hi, my friend thinks cute, but I know you think I'm hotter.
Right. Oh, that too. I think that's common.
Conniving.
Yeah.
The calculate. That shows the calculate. Yeah. And for her to pull up that to say like, no, I was playing Cupid for them. Because Kelly could have easily done that herself. Yeah. But to look like you were helping. So then when she took the hoodie, it sounds like they weren't officially dating yet. So it was like, oh, let me have your hoodie for the night or whatever. And
that sounds more right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then people were trying to come for me and saying, well, why haven't you gone after the man, Ellen? And I'm like,
I'm rolling my eyes.
Right?
Yeah.
Jane, you know me. I always go after the man first. What are you talking about? I'm that bitch. But I could see this. What is the word in Korean? 남자들 like not 칠칠맞아, but like 얼럭, you know, like very aloof. 얼렁뚱땅.
Yes.
Men are 얼렁뚱땅. Yeah. Which is like very like they don't know what's going on.
Oblivious.
They're like, right? Oh, yeah. They just don't know what's happening. And I could see him being like, oh, these two girls are besties. Yeah. They came up to me together. Yeah. Like, sure, she can. He might have just been wanting to look accommodating.
Sure.
And this was like all the friends were over. Oh, but the sandwich, Jane, the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
The sandwich. There's so many layers.
She
gave him a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now people are like,
thank him.
Why didn't you go after the man? Because why is he taking a sandwich from the girl? Actually, for mounting the TV. So the mounting of the TV, another thing she brought up. Because actually Kelly in her video said, I don't care about the hoodie. But that's kind of where it started.
Yeah.
But another incident was that she bought him a sandwich for him to take at the crack of dawn because he mentioned one time that he likes a certain sandwich. Which that key to remember it and then the task of going to buy him a sandwich, that had to deliver it to him so early.
Yeah.
However, the TV was mounted by Kelly, Joanna, and Paul. The three of them were together. Yeah. So why are you just getting her man the sandwich when it was the couple team that put the TV up for you?
Right. That makes me scratch my head and think, is it truly a case of, I know you're with my friend, but don't you think? Really
wouldn't all your red flags go up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that, so I'm like, all of this adds up.
Yeah.
I would cut you off too, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, without hesitation. Yeah. Like, so, were you having doubts? Were you, like, trying to be, like, in the middle? Like, I could see how Joanna was just a little aloof and didn't know what was going on. Yeah. That's what people thought initially. And then they saw the man.
I forgot about that whole
sandwich shop
part. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they saw the pictures of the man. and everybody's like, oh,
I can't blame you,
Joanna. Yeah, oh my God. But then all of the internet wanted Kelly's man, and I do wonder, how that kind of attention is it really? There's no bad attention. There's no good attention. It's just all attention. What is that saying?
Yeah, all PR is good
no
PR.
bad press.
Yeah, no bad press.
You want it all.
Yeah.
I don't want it all.
No.
I don't want that kind of.
But if this was all for that, the notoriety, then good on them.
Right, because they all bumped up.
Yeah.
On their social media account. So if you look at it only from that perspective, I guess they're all winners.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine wanting to be known as the hoodie man snatcher or hoodie snatcher.
Yeah, the hoodie snatcher.
It's in the hashtags. That's Hoodie-Tok.
Yeah. You should send him a kimchi hoodie.
I should send the couple both of these hoodies, and if they made one video, like, this is the hoodie. Yeah, this. I can't believe you fell for that. You really sat there thinking
gosh,
that
I watched
it was my
like
kimchi hoodie.
3 times. Hold on. This was the hoodie. I dragged the little, the cursor to the beginning to rewatch it.
I am dead. Some people were, actually, you weren't the only one. Some people were like, I really thought that was
very
hoodie.
Believable.
And they were like, actually, I really like the hoodie. Yeah. It's one of a kind.
But again, it's like, you see the hoodie. There's 2 ways you could defend Joanna, is if you see the hoodie and you're like, I get it.
That's okay.
I get it.
She wanted
and then you
to
see
keep
the man and you're like,
the layers that told the truth of the story. But yeah, that kept me busy for days. And now we've got you and I are both watching it.
Yeah.
Squid Game reality show.
Oh my gosh, which seems so boring compared to this real life hoodie drama. That's my biggest gripe about the Squid Game challenge.
Yeah.
Is that it's so manufactured.
Also, I thought it was, I don't know, I thought there was going to be, because we watched the show, the original show, I didn't think it would be exactly like, but
a lot of the stuff was exactly like. And then they had
even the set
twists. Right. But yeah, I would say that when they did the red light, green light, I was like, oh, that's kind of scary because it's like totally emulating the real thing. But then you see the people reacting late.
Oh, can you imagine when you get shot? Act like you're really dying, and then these people are like, ooh, like being so hella dramatic, which just makes me laugh.
And the whole time, like Ben and I are watching it, we're chit-chatting.
Yeah.
And I'm like analyzing how that's happening. I'm like, no, actually there.
Did you hear
Ben's like, no, it's remote controlled, like from there. And I'm like, oh no, they can personally control it. Or I was like, anyways.
So the red light, green light, apparently that portion took 7 hours to film.
Ugh, a whole day.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So remember the girl that squatted?
Yeah. She had to be in there.
Why would she squat?
I
know. But when she started going, I can't hold it. I can't hold it. She must have been holding that pose for like a really long ass time.
Yeah, because the way they cut it made it look like.
I was like, girl, you can't do the Asian man squat for like
30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. So and a lot of what they're not showing, I do wonder, because remember, I don't know if you saw the lady bring the cut apples.
Yes.
Apparently, they were told that something about getting eliminated. That's why that guy didn't want anything to do with...
Oh, were they in a test or something?
Yeah, where like, I didn't want any of that apple because he thought it was going to be tainted.
Right,
but they don't show that.
They don't show that.
So it looks like he's just being a dick.
Well, I think that was... I did have that thought.
Oh, you did?
They probably didn't show it
you're
to
smarter
keep
than me. See, I didn't even think
mystery
about that.
for the audience, too.
Yeah.
So, and because it seemed like they were acting.
Yeah.
That, we cut up these apples for you.
It did seem weird. Like, why would you say, I cut up all these apples for you?
Yeah. So probably that was some test. Something was, they had to come out and put on a poker face.
Yeah.
What I was maybe disappointed about was they didn't go, there's no depth to any of these players.
Yeah.
They're playing for such
so
an insane amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard for me to sympathize with any of them.
There is not a single person I like on the show.
Yeah, because I'm like, what's your story? Who, are you deserving of this? And
okay. Did you... I think they're getting into it.
Yeah.
So the mother and son team.
Mother and son. They really focus on them a lot. And what also I was surprised about was there's started with 456 players, but we're only hearing from a handful of them.
I know. They're just
how do they choose them?
Through. Yeah. And then I was surprised that the people, sometimes I was like, I guess this person's going to stay long because they're focusing on them so much. And then boom, they're out.
Right. And also, maybe this is a good thing. I don't know. So, some of the games and the tests or the eliminations are so up to chance. Like they didn't, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's kind of brutal. But maybe there was that agreement and understanding.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have a fair shot at.
I kind of like that aspect because it's like, it really is, luck has to be on your side.
Sure.
With this scenario. And I think that kind of was also like that in the original show. But what I find really maybe a little different, creepy, there's a creepy element to this show, I feel.
For sure.
Because of what this original show is about.
Yes.
So first, if you start out from the Squid Game original drama, that show was replicating the fact that we have so many of these reality shows. Right?
Yes.
So a lot of times on that show, the original drama, people thought they were on TV or something. And they weren't sure if this was real life. And then now we have a reality show that took from that.
Yeah.
From the show. It's like the art imitating life, imitating art.
Exactly.
And how many ways does it go? And it feels like we're watching a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit unsettling because ultimately that show was about how greedy are you going to get?
Right.
And how can this end on a good note? And that is a lot of money. And it seems unnecessarily a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something a little grotesque about it.
Yeah, I agree completely. What makes me feel queasy is everybody sleeping in that room.
Yeah. It looks
the tiers of...
Yeah.
I would hate to be on that bottom bunk.
Oh, I was thinking I would hate to be on the top bunk.
No, everybody's everything falls on you on the bottom bunk.
I was thinking, oh my God, how would I, because I go pee in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well.
How would I get down I was thinking, there's no way.
That too, but then I was like, I don't want to sit below 4 layers of everybody's dead skin cells. I'm just ick. The bathroom scenes.
This truly sounds like it's coming
it's
from
my worst nightmare.
Yeah,
have you ever gone to a retreat or a 6th grade camp?
Right.
And that's it's that on a grand scale.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, thank you.
Truly spoken from a Korean woman that does the 7 skin stuff routine.
I kept asking Ben, how bad does it stink there? How bad does it smell there? In that room.
Yeah.
There's no windows.
There's no ventilation circulating. Yeah.
And I'm like, I am hoping they have a shoot schedule where they all go to sleep in their own quarters and then they come and report 7 a.m. or call time, whatever that is.
Okay.
In there, and then pretend it's like, oh, wake up call. That's
Jane,
what I'm hoping.
If you had been approached by the show,
never.
You did not apply for it. They came to you and said, Jane, we would love for you to be on the show. Yeah. Would you have declined?
I think I would have heard them out.
But you know they're not going to tell you all the details.
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
They would just say, Jane, it's just a competition. Yeah, sure. We want to get diverse faces in there.
Uh-huh.
You could win lots of money. Uh-huh. Would you have not competed? Because people applied.
Know. Yeah, I know they applied. And all these people on TikTok are coming and saying, oh,
I tried out. Yeah. It's an audition. But if you were, because if you were able to bypass that, and an agent came to you, and that it happens like this too. The reason I say this is that happened to me with Big Brother.
I got approached by Survivor.
Oh!
And I was like, nope.
You said no!
I'm like way not smart enough for that.
You got approached by Survivor?
Yeah. Or no, it wasn't Survivor. It was Amazing Race.
Jane!
I know.
That's my dream show!
Well, now I know.
You said no?
We can go on it together if they reach out to me again.
You and Ben were approached?
It was like, for me, I don't know if I would have been able to choose another partner, but yeah. It was a couple of years ago, and I was like, this can't be real.
You just shot me in the chest. Adonis would have killed. You know, he wanted me to learn how to swim just so we could be on that show.
You don't know how to swim? It's okay.
No,
I don't know.
No,
wait,
I learned,
you don't know how to swim, and I don't know how to bike. I mean, what a pair we would be.
No, Jane. I learned how to swim.
Oh, okay.
And I learned how to bike for the show. And now you're telling me you were invited on the show and you rejected it?
So you applied?
No.
Okay. You just learned in the event that you had the opportunity to go
that we would ever.
To the show.
But Adonis was like, you know what he told me, this bitch? He was like, you would be a terrible partner because you don't know how to bike and you don't know how to swim. So I was like, watch me, bro. And I learned. I mean, I do both of them terribly. But I now can say I actually learned.
Yeah.
I learned, Jane, you know how I learned to swim? I learned to swim along with my 3-year-old son. And I was like, I look like a stupid fool.
Yeah. I tried to learn how to bike this summer along with my kids when they did their bike camp.
I can't believe.
Their bikes are too small for me.
Wait, I can't believe you don't know how to bike. How did that happen?
It was my dad when I was a kid trying to take the training wheels off. And then I just never trusted enough.
Wow.
And he gave up on me.
Jane. Yeah. You failed the trust test. Yeah. You didn't trust your dad.
I didn't trust him. He would just let go. He never had me. I was like maybe 5, 6.
Wow. Yeah. And then you were like, fuck this. Yeah. I don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
And then you guys both were like, gosh.
My mom doesn't know how to ride a bike either. So that was like my excuse. Well, Amma doesn't do it. So for Bennett, I was like, you have to break this cycle. Please.
That's a generational trauma.
Yeah, so he got it. And then I sent it to the family group chat. My dad's like, wow, Bennett, so proud of you. Better than your mom and grandma.
Wow. Well, you should have said my husband is better than you. He kept up.
He didn't way more patient than my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should reach out to The Amazing Race and say, now I have a partner. But you have to learn how to bike first.
I know. I'm not confident I can go far in that.
Is that? But you get to try. You don't want to look like a fool.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing with all of these reality shows. Like, no.
I was willing to go on Big Brother.
Yeah, I could believe that about you.
But they picked. I didn't apply it. But they reached out to me and were like, you should apply. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Yeah. But then ultimately, it didn't shake out I came in too late. They brought me in too late. But it was interesting. I was like, but when they said no, I was relieved.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, the universe probably was like, this bitch gonna look stupid on TV. So I thanked the universe. I was like, universe, thank you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Well, I think your characters are determined by in all the vetting process.
Yeah.
And it's determined by the producers.
Yeah.
To get the best storylines.
That would be my fear.
Go ahead.
Is to be portrayed in a way that I'm not about. And I could easily see that from you. Yeah. Because I get that all the time from white people.
Yeah.
People hate me. Sorry, Jane.
Oh, because I thought the narrative was that you hate white people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, you had to deal with some of it because I got a lot of online hate.
Oh my gosh.
And I felt so embarrassed, Jane. I was like, no. I'm so sorry, Jane. This is happening.
When I said it did something. I got like a stitch on my side. You see, this is what we're dealing with now. No, like just my side. I got a side stitch.
Careful, kids. It's not for the faint-hearted.
No, it's not.
You're too pure. You're too pure to say. People. And then when you started seeing the messages and you were like, is everything okay? I was like, oh, God damn it. Yeah. But I would for sure be painted the villain. I already get painted as a villain anyway online. So
at least you get painted as something. I think I would be way too boring and like vanilla.
No, you'd be the wholesome.
Any entertainment value.
No, everybody would be like, protect Jane at all costs. That would be what you are.
But going back to Squid Games, there's so many people on that show, and I'm like, these are the only characters. Like, these are the most compelling characters you can find.
And then even the ones, they took so much camera time, and then boom, they're gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they can cultivate a following.
Yeah.
Because you don't care about anybody.
Right.
Although the hamburger thief.
Yeah.
But did you hear her story about how she donated her kidney to her brother?
Oh,
Did you hear that part?
No. Oh, wait. Does that come out later in the show?
Oh, I ruined.
No, that's okay. You didn't ruin it, but I'm glad it does because that's what I feel the show is missing is like that depth.
I thought she was going to be super unlikable, and then she was like, "Yeah, if I win this money, I would donate a good amount to the kidney donation center." And I was like, "Well, that came out of left field." And she was like, "Yeah, because I donated my kidney to my brother, and he's living his best life, but I would never tell him that." And I was like,
"Aww."
So there are, I think they are coming with more connecting stories.
Yeah, maybe as it progresses, right?
Yeah.
But I'm only halfway in.
I know. I was like, Jane, but what about the part that, they have to pick a picnic partner, and then it turns out they have to fight each other, and you were like, oh, that happens? And I was like, God damn it. Sorry, Jane.
It's all right.
Now you know.
I'm not taking it that seriously.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing.
That show made me want to watch Squid Game original again. Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, that show was really brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was glad. Do you remember when they played Takji?
Yeah.
And I was like, the white guy didn't know. And I was like, bitch, why are you even on this? I feel like if you didn't know what that should have been the first round to eliminate.
Ben was all impressed. He's like, oh, the grandpa knew.
Yeah, the grandpa.
And I was like,
because he was a
they
real
probably fed
show.
him that.
You think so?
I don't know.
I feel like he was a real show fan.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like
I wonder what
percentage
at least
of watched the show.
That should have been a prerequisite.
Yes, I feel like if you didn't watch the show, you don't get to be on it.
Yeah.
Eliminate half of the people right now.
All of this should have been in Korean.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in Korean, but you have to.
Yeah, you have to know one word.
Yeah.
Takji. Yeah, but
that was pretty fun though when they, they're all called 달고나. They're like, oh yeah, 달고나.
Yeah. I was like, isn't that weird?
It's weird.
Do you know?
What a time. I remember giving an interview to, I think it was like Insider, right around the time Squid Game went viral.
Yeah.
But then it was this weird time where the interview was about, what do you think about the uptick in Asian hate crimes?
Yeah.
In an era where there is so much love for K-pop and
Korean dramas.
Yeah, and that double standard.
How does that? Yeah.
And that was right around the peak of Squid Game.
Yeah.
It's that thing. It's like, okay, if you love our culture, you should also love us.
The people. And I don't know what that means for us. I mean, on one hand, but we're still so separated.
Yeah.
We're not seen as Asian Americans. You know, it's so like that's Koreans in Korea.
Yeah.
And you're not that.
Right.
Yeah. That's so deep, Jane.
Sorry, I don't know why it took that turn.
We are like that though. We hit on the lightheartedness, but then we talk about real shit and
we're like 양파. I've been watching your videos. Yeah, the multiple layers of the onion.
You know she's still performing. Somebody else told me that on the comments.
Amazing.
She must be our age.
Speaking of who's still performing, JYP.
What was that award show?
The Blue Dragon, which is like the Korean Oscars, right? Yeah. Is it the biggest award ceremony or one of the biggest?
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
All the TikToks with the actresses, like their jaws. I don't know. Has there been a performance like that where in America where somebody just was so atrociously?
I don't know. What were they reacting to? Like how bad he sounded?
No.
Or
I think they were so just
because I didn't think it was that sensational. Did you think it was like that sensational?
I don't think it was sensational. I think it was so bad. Like his makeup was bad. His sound was
just
bad.
Very campy.
Yeah. I think he thought that the failure to realize you're not David Bowie. You know.
I mean, props to him for going for it.
No, but the did you see the two main hosts? They were like, that was something. And then the other guy's like, just know that we caught you all on camera. And in real time, everybody with their jaws dropped, like, you know what I think it was? I think K-pop on stage is so good.
Yeah.
When it looks bad, then it looks really bad.
But
and that's what he looked like.
Ironic, isn't it? Because he is
the founder, the
of
father
so many
of K-pop.
And do you know how meticulous he is when he critiques his trainees and his group?
Yeah. He's
always
them.
talking about 공기반, 소리반, like, the quality of your voice and sound.
And now they can all be like, you can watch yourself back.
Go look at 사장님. Like,
I actually listened to him back like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking he sounded good then.
Yeah.
But he does not sound good now.
He's admitted, like, I'm not the best singer.
Yeah.
Like vocal
but he
quality,
had a better quality to his
but
sound back in the day.
Yeah. But, he's
old,
getting up there in age. So, I mean, I give him credit for doing that, but...
Do you? No, you don't. You're like, you could have sat this out on the sheet.
The reactions were funny, though.
I mean, it was a gift. That was another TikTok gift.
Yeah.
I love when they add the sound of like,
face.
Oh, they're like,
yeah. Was it Dio? Like he had this face.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was my face when I was watching the
my
whole
face was the lady from Reply 1988.
Kim San-young.
With her jaw just like, I was like, oh my God, fly is gonna fly in there.
Her mouth was huge.
Yeah. See, Koreans, we can't lie. When it's bad, it's bad.
I know.
So that's the truth, kids.
But he seemed proud of it.
Was he?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, Singles Inferno.
It's coming. Woo! In a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll give us something to talk about.
You know what made me excited? Love After Divorce.
That made you excited?
how bad that show was, how boring that show was, how not good looking the guys were on that show. Now I'm like, singles on 4. I never thought they were that hot, but now I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
They're like Mr. Universe. They're very good and looking.
Yeah.
So we'll have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
All right. But until then, ready to sign off?
Yep.
응답하라 여친!